Hello everybody, welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Sonic the Hedgehog movie 3 movie collection of the 2.5 inch figures, Wave 3. So, yeah, here it is. I was pretty excited to find it on Amazon the other day. I had seen some product images, but I guess not on Amazon itself. The only image I saw was this. And I looked it up afterwards and I heard rumors that it would have Super Shadow and Gerald. And they were right, and there they are. And I think I saw some YouTube video posts or something that I saw them. So, yeah, I was pretty excited though to get it in today. It looks pretty cool. Still haven't found the Wave 2, but that's all right. We will get that eventually, but it's, $40 right now. Scalpers are insane with their picking up and doubling the price upon release. I mean, it's gotten really bad with these figures, I know, because, I can still find the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 figures, the symbiote suit, for retail price on Amazon. That thing has been out for a little bit. So this stuff is selling and getting scalped immediately, more so than Marvel collectibles, which I think is insane. But oh well, at least I got it before it was sold out and scalped. So I guess not much else to say. Let's just take a look at the packaging here. Alright, taking a look at the packaging. It's same as the last one. It says movie collection. We got Sonic 3 logo, Jakks logo, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Shadow. More Shadow. Then on the back it shows the figures. Sonic, Buzz Bomber, Burrito Drone, Gerald Robotnik, and Super Shadow. I get the Burrito Drone coming with Stone, but I don't get it coming with Gerald. I really wish that they'd do Tails or something, or how the Sonic Movie 2 5-pack was, where it was one drone, and then it was Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Eggman, the main cast. Because this is $20 for $15 of good stuff, and then $10 of filler. So, is that right? No. $20 would be 4 figures. No, so never mind, I'm crashing out over nothing. Anyways, so, yeah, and then a nice render of Shadow there. And, yeah. Nothing much on top or bottom, just some very nice packaging as usual. So let's take a look at the figures inside. Alright, and here we have the figures out of the packaging. We have, of course, I suppose I didn't put the filler in. We have Shadow, Sonic, and Gerald Robotnik here, who can't stand because he looks like he's trying to do some sort of ski jump here. So I don't know why they designed him like that, but he can't really stand up. And then, of course, our drones. Could put this in and maybe stand them up a little nicer. There we are. Yeah, here's the full pack out of the packaging. I really wish I could stand them up. Maybe if I leaned them up back here. That works. Hold on. There we are. Gotta adapt sometimes. So, I mean, this is a really well done pack. I think that the figures all are very nicely done and durable. The only complaint I have right now is just Gerald not being able to stand. But other than that, they are done well, I guess. I mean, as to be expected. I haven't really gotten anything of poor quality from Jakks recently in the past year. So that's a bonus for sure. Starting out, though, we'll just take a look at each figure, and then we'll compare them to the previous pack and just other movie figures. So, yeah. But let's take a look at the individual figures here. All right, I know I said individuals, but I'm just going to take a look at the drones here. Nothing new on either of these. I mean, I don't have this one yet, but I know that it's been released before. I don't think this one even... Yeah, I don't think his flaps even open. They do not. So, this is just sort of like a dormant drone with a burrito on its head. Because, I guess Robotnik was eating a burrito. When we went to the crab for the first time, we saw him again. And then just the same reused Buzz Bomber as well. So... again, nothing really wrong with them. Actually, I didn't even notice till just now. They did paint the eye in the center for once, so that's a bonus. But other than that, yeah, it's just a couple of drones. Nothing to really see here. Up next, let's take a look at Sonic here, because, I mean, we've seen him a gazillion times, which I understand. He's Sonic, so I'm sure that there's a rule from Sega to Jakks that whenever they release anything, it has to... whenever they release a Sonic-related item, it has to come with Sonic If it's a 3-pack, it has to have Sonic in it. If it's a new wave of figures, Sonic has to be part of the wave somehow. So, and it makes sense. Everyone loves Sonic, so he sells the best. And yeah, so, but we've seen this guy before. Same exact figure. Actually, I think the paint is a little darker on here. Although the paint is way lighter on here, and I think it looks really weird and out of place. So, probably the worst of the 3 we've gotten, but that's just because I don't like the coloration on it compared to the older ones, and there's not much different besides the coloration. It's not like they did something horrible that he's the worst. It's just I prefer this color over this color of fur and mouth. Not much else to really talk about there. Articulation, of course, is same as always. Head turns. Arms go up, down, all around. Legs go up, down, and also all around. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, not going to get a lot of articulation with these guys, but you do still get a lot of good detail from Jakks, of course, because they're really actually good at doing detail on these smaller scale figures. It's impressive. I like it. Up next, let's take a look at Super Shadow here. I figured we'd look at him next because he's pretty much a repaint. Of course, not much you can do to make Super Shadow different from Shadow besides the repaint, and I love this figure. It looks so good. I'm so happy that Jakks is finally deciding to make the super characters the right color now outside of Sonic, because Super Shadow, we've always been getting him looking like Supersonic's shade of yellow, and it just never looked right. But with the movie coming out, Super Shadow, I mean, has been the right color, and he looks magnificent. And actually, these eyes are kind of glossy. I like it. Yeah, this figure is probably, I don't know if I'm going to say it's my favorite of the pack, because I still have to look at Robotnik yet, but specifically Gerald. But it is so good. I love this bright yellow. He's like shiny. And, I mean, of course, if we take a look at the other Shadow here, it is just a repaint. But again, what are you going to do there? There's nothing you can really do to make him new, besides maybe give him a different facial expression, but who cares? I personally don't mind that it's just a repaint because, of course, it's another well-done figure. The articulation on this guy is actually particularly sturdy feeling. It's tight, but it's like not too tight. It's the perfect amount all the way around there. So, speaking of articulation, his head does move 360 degrees, up, down, all around, maybe. There we go. Up, back, and all around, like so. And that's about it for articulation. But again, very well detailed figures, not very well articulated. Not much you can do there. So, yeah, I love this figure, though. Very, very well done from Jakks. As you can see, he's still got all the fur molded in and everything. I think it'd be cool for a Super Shadow figure, now that they're starting to include accessories, for a Super Shadow figure to come with the Chaos Spears from the movie. I think that would be awesome, but I guess they aren't going to include it with the 2.5-inch figures. But for the 5-inch ones, that would be cool. Either way, very nicely done Super Shadow there. I love him. And let's move on to the last figure in the pack. All right, and up last here, we have Gerald Robotnik, and I actually think I can say that this might be my favorite figure. I mean, of course, it's our first ever look at a figure of Gerald Robotnik. I mean, like, ever. I'm surprised we've never gotten merch of this guy until now, because he is a pretty big part, but I suppose a very small character in Shadow's story. But it's very good to finally be getting the figure. Again, just these feet. He's like doing a Michael Jackson pose here or something. It's kind of funny. Taking a closer look at his face, though, it is different from... Where is he? There he is. Robotnik here. This is... I'm pretty sure this is the one that came with Wave 3, or Sonic Movie 3's Wave 1 pack. And they are very visibly different. And not only that, but this face is just done better. His eyes are so large on this, like it looks so weird. But this looks like a real human head brought down to size. This is so well done. I love it. And the detail, I mean, goes far beyond that. Because, I mean, of course, you got all the wrinkles and stuff in the coat. The coat isn't even like a pure white. It's like an off-white old color. And my favorite part, if we zoom in here, focus up on there. Dr. Gerald Robotnik. In writing, in a badge that you can't even see with the human eye unless you have crazy eyes. I had to zoom in to read that the first time. That's crazy to me that they have it, I mean, literally to the very last minute detail. It says his name on here. It says Dr. Gerald Robotnik on the name badge. It's not scribbles. You can, like, when you zoom in, you can read it. Let's do one more there. Like, you can make out Dr. Gerald Robotnik on the figure. This is a 2.5-inch scale figure. They did not have to go that hard with the detailing. So, Jakks, I applaud you. I can't imagine how difficult... Well, I suppose it's not people actually painting it. I'm sure there's some machine. But still, just putting in that extra mile for something that really doesn't matter that much. Like, Jakks is great. I think that that's awesome that they did that. His overall look, though, is good. Something I don't really like, well, I suppose we'll get into articulation now, is, his head hardly moves. It's so stiff. So it gets a little bit of motion, but not much. His arms go around like that, but, oh, never mind. Come out about this far. I thought they barely came out, but like that, and then, of course, all the way around. And the legs go around like this, but I don't think they... Oh, they do bend. Man, never mind. Eat my words here. I couldn't get them to bend before. But, yeah, the legs don't bend far, though. But I suppose that's why the cut in the lab coat's there, so you can move the plastic a little bit. And the legs do move, which is very cool. I mean, obviously, that's a standard thing for an action figure that the legs move. So maybe I can get him to stand if I do this. Nope, pretty much hopeless. His giant gut makes the center of mass just not work. Speaking of, though, this is a really well done sculpt too on the figure. He's got his gut for sure. This Gerald Robotnik is so well done. I think he definitely is my favorite figure of the pack. I really need the tech suits, the game accurate suits from the game or from the movie now, because Gerald in that suit and actual Robotnik in that suit would go so hard. It would be unreal. I need that now, because Jakks knocked it out of the park with this figure. And for a human 2.5-inch figure that isn't one of the actual Sonic characters, I mean, as I said, human, this is so well detailed, so well done. I mean, there was no cutting back on this, I don't think. This is just so well done. All right, and now let's do some size comparisons. I keep forgetting to put the filler in, the drones. Okay, there we go. So the figures stand at, I mean, of course, oh, how tall is this guy? A little over 3 inches for him. And then, oh, lean him up there. Shadow at, 2.5, pretty much at the top of his head, not the top of his quills. And Sonic, again, 2.5. And I guess if you care, the drone goes up to about 2 inches, and this one also up to about 2 inches. So, I mean, it's a 2.5-inch scale, and they're 2.5 inches tall. That's pretty cool, I guess. Now, taking a look at them next to other figures, here's Robotnik next to Tails, and Knuckles, as well as Sonic. I suppose we don't really need Sonic in here for the most part. We've already seen him so much. Let's get Knuckles actually standing there. So here they are all together. And, of course, got to put his grandson in. Let's move these two over. And take a look at Ivo Robotnik. And yeah, these guys all look great next to each other. Of course, the Robotniks, as usual, are smaller in size. They look kind of tiny compared to the animals, I guess, the hedgehogs and echidnas and fox. But I think that it still looks fine. The scale is still done well. And yeah, I mean, it looks great. Just want to do a quick look at the villain trio here, the main baddies from the whole movie. I mean baddies as in bad guys, by the way, and in no other way. It could go both ways, though. And I was about to end the video, but actually there's one last thing I want to try now that we have Super Shadow. I want to try putting one of these bases from the drones into a foot peg and see if it works. And it does, so you can have your Shadow flying around. a little bit. I actually wonder, can this guy come off? He can. Let's get a little more height on that. Although it would be cool to do that one here. Wow, it fits in like perfectly. So yeah, you can have shadow like flying around, super shadow flying around on this peg and hovering if you do display these. I personally don't. I use them for pretty much toy photography and videos. I actually haven't used these for toy photography yet, being I've just started getting them. I used to not collect this scale. I don't have room for them to display, but I mean, they still look really good. Is it just me? Is my camera not focused? It looks focused. Yeah, so if you don't care about the drones, like I don't really care about the drones, you can use their stands to make Shadow and Sonic fly if you have both Super Shadow and Super Sonic. I do wish this pack came with Super Sonic. I know that he came with the last one, but it's just, oh, actually no. I completely understand them separating Super Sonic and Shadow in this scale, because then you have to buy both packs, which I was planning on it anyways. I need that Agent Stone, man. He looks so good. So, but yeah, anyways, that's all I wanted to test out. All right, but that is going to be the end of this video, so thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, if you did enjoy, please do be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because I am going to start uploading. I swear that announcement I made on my post was not a lie. I am going to start posting non-figure related stuff soon. I just need to figure out what that's going to be to start. So I have a couple ideas, but all my videos right now, ideas, are related to figures, but I will branch off. So as I said, of course, that's not going to be the end of reviewing figures either. So if you want to see more of my content, though, whether or not it's the figures, please do be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification, as I said before. So thanks one more time for watching this video to the end. If you made it this far, you're a legend, and I'll see you guys in the next one.